Hello, and welcome to Sunday. I know Loki is very excited here, and Freya Frufers is like, is it time yet? Is it time yet? It is time. Oh, that is, hold on, big boy. Come on, Freya Frufers. The cats are having snackies. Ow, that's my fingers. That's my fingers. Ouch, oh my God. Okay, here, can you disengage your claw from my sweater? Oh, you. Let's see, here, come. Trying to see if he'll sit in my lap for snackies, but he says, just give it to me now. Come on. Come up to my lap. You gotta come up higher. Come on. Come on. Ow, 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 that was, ow, 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 ow. I almost got eviscerated by Loki's lips. All right, welcome to the show. It's Sunday. I'm still Phoenix Electra. I don't even know my own name today. We have a Freya Frufers, and we have a Loki Fluff, and we have some sewing, and we have some shenanigans. And we don't have cat food sponsors, but if somebody wants to send cats treats, we will take them. And if they're good, we'll promote you. So let me know, but we're a social media nobody, and my Twitter followers are like 1. But my Rumblers, thank you, the whole 24 of you, and the more than 400 people who've taken the time to smash that plusy button over there. You are spectacular. I hope my sound is good. Am I too close to the mic? How's my audio? We've got our notes. We have our headset in case we decide to do a reaction to something later. We have some sewing. We have my hat. It's cold. Might as well look like a little troll muffin. Troll muffins. All right. What's everybody working on? What's everybody doing today? Hey, Buffalo. You are cold and snowy. I hope folks there are okay. Oh. Buffalo, snowy and crazy. Let's see here. Good. Let's see here. What do we have? So, the binding at the top is done. I did one side. I probably should have bound the other, done some other things. We are in the eyelet section and marking for where to put the bones in there. But we are going to hold off on that for a moment because I'm hoping that Chris Kringle brings me an eyelet press because I love sewing eyelets, but I kind of want to try some of the metal ones to see if it'll go faster. So I keep making corsets and underpinnings and things that need them. Speaking of which, I have another pattern to print out and tape together to do a mock-up of. This is the Ralph Pink half-boned full-length stays. So we shall see how that works out. But what are we going to sew today? Oh, right. And we have this Cursal. something between a Curdle and a Russian Seraphan that we are putting together. We're practicing stitches. I did some piecing as period shenanigans. And yeah, so let's work on this while we kvetch and take up time, because we are going on a little road trip this afternoon to pick up a new acquisition. Not the Inquisition. Do-do-do. Inquisition. Do-do-do. That's not how that song goes. Wow, we did not have any Laffy Taffy, but we are going to pick up a new, to me, sewing machine. The price was right. The price is incredible, so I hope that she's in good working order and that isn't missing any pieces on the inside. But I saw it says 2 bobbins and the pictures only show 1, so fingers crossed that the other bobbin is inside the bobbin case and the shuttle kit covering is also there. So I don't really want to have to buy any replacement parts, because the vintage white rotary is one of the harder machines to find parts for, it looks like, so fingers crossed for that. But for $25 we will figure out how to make that shiz work. She is a hand crank machine, so we will also see, because that's new to me. And let's get on with some of the topics. Holy moly, I know. Mainstream media, what are you doing? What's going on with Paul Pelosi? I heard that finally there's some of the body cam footage has been released, and it appears that he wasn't getting beaten on until the cops opened the door, and that he let this guy in. So who knows? This story just keeps getting weirder and weirder, along with FTX. Like, seriously, what is going on? Who's implicated? Like Larry David, Shaquille O'Neal. So many people got swindled by this kid, hoodwinked into believing that they were doing good, positive things. I don't know. So crazy. So cray-cray. Yeah, and then I saw that they had been a sponsor for Mercedes Formula One car team. So, like, who didn't get hoodwinked in this whole thing? And that last week, the report that they'd had a breach and like 477 something with lots of zeros was taken out of the account. Yeah, I guess it was actually the Bahamian government saying, we'd like our money back, please. We don't think you are a good place for our resources. So that was something. I don't know, that story just gets weirder and weirder. So we will see how the cookies crumble on that. Oh yeah, we'll get out there. Yeah, we'll get to that too. Should we talk about Twitter? Guess who made it back to Twitter yesterday? Can you guess? Can we get a comment in the downstairs of your guess of the most infamous, famous tweeter who had their account reinstated? Any guesses? Any guesses? All right, I heard that there is a guess. I won't spoil it yet. Jordan Peterson. I don't think so. Nope. Slightly older, slightly more heavy set, slightly more orange. Have I given you enough hints to get a sufficient guess in the downstairs? No clue? Oh my god, it probably took him 24 hours to remember his password. He might have been a POTUS. Still no guesses? This is depressing. Oh my god, the world is in an uproar. Hell is frozen over. Donald Trump has his Twitter back. Well, it happened. Hell hath frozen over. However, though Musk is trying to say that Twitter is a place for real journalism, Project Veritas and James O'Keefe have not had their tweeters restored yet, but hopefully. I did not choose to follow Trump because if he's tweeting like he used to, I can't have my notifications blow up like that just to see what he's up to. So I just saw that it happened, blue check marked and all. So that happened. And Alex Jones had a great comment for why he's not expecting his tweeters to be reinstated yet, but he's got enough platforms. He has his own platforms. What does Alex Jones need to participate in the cesspool that is the Twitters? But yeah, so, and all these people exiting because they got free stuff and don't want to work. So I don't know what Twitter was like before, and I've only joined in the last recent time periods. Still works for me. I mean, tweets happen. Just like all my other social medias, nobody pays attention to me, but I'm used to that. Being a social media nobody. Like, what's new? But maybe I don't post enough to my social medias for people to notice me, so it might partly be a me thing and not just a them thing. Uzi must still think I'm a bot. I haven't been blocked yet. So we'll see. And I guess Nate the lawyer still has not. I guess Ballard Spar hasn't accepted service for the defamation suit yet. So that seems weird. I'll have to wait for another update from Nate the lawyer. Hopefully next week. We'll see what happens. And hopefully Ari Jacobs' case against Taylor Lorenz and the New York Times continues to proceed in an appropriate direction, because weirdos. Almost as weird. More weird? No, almost as weird. This open letter in support of Amber Heard just crushed my soul. It was disgusting. Everybody's been reading it. Should we read it too? Oh, I left my... Let's just do this so that we can get it out of the way, because everybody's had their dramatic readings of it, and we should have ours also. This might pain me. This is gonna... Oh, how do I find my text to myself? Do, 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 do. Oop, that was a little too low. Do, 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 do. Here we go. Here we go. Have you seen? Oh, it's so horrible. Experts support Amber Heard. The letter. An open letter in support of Amber Heard. 5 months ago, the verdict in the defamation trial between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard deeply concerned many professionals in the fields of intimate partner and sexual violence. As many, including A.O. Scott for the New York Times, have noted, the vilification of Ms. Heard and ongoing online harassment of her and those who have voiced support for her have been unprecedented in both vitriol and scale. Much of this harassment was fueled by disinformation, misogyny, biphobia, and monetized social media environment where a woman's allegations of domestic violence and sexual assault were mocked for entertainment. The same disinformation and victim-blaming tropes are now being used against others who have alleged abuse. In our opinion, the Depp v. Heard verdict and continued discourse around it indicate a fundamental misunderstanding of intimate partner and sexual violence and how survivors respond to it. The damaging consequences of the spread of this misinformation are incalculable. We have grave concerns about the rising misuse of defamation suits to threaten and silence survivors. We condemn the public shaming of Amber Heard and join in support of her. We support the ability of all to report intimate partner and sexual violence free of harassment and intimidation. True, people should be able to say stuff, but you can't just make up lies. You can't make up lies and say that it's true. Somebody tried to make up a lie that said my office doesn't have a bathroom. It's a lie. There's completely a bathroom. You've used it. Okay, that was a couple of things that were Princess and the Peeing Me. Yeah, we'll go with that one. But holy schmoly. And that Gloria Steinem and all of these groups, Ms. Magazine, so many, like, they are just getting hoodwinked by this human. I don't doubt that maybe Amber did have abuse in her past. And Johnny probably said some stuff and texted things that were not everybody's cup of tea. But he didn't cut off his own finger. He didn't do the things to her that she said he did. Those were lies to cause him harm. To say that this stuff, this was tried in a court of law with a jury. Those jurors weren't stupid. They had to sit there and watch all of these things and hear her and see her and all of these things. I watched so much of it. And if you didn't see if you weren't literally watching for hours on end, for weeks on end, like myself and many others did, what the media reported and said, you would have been hoodwinked because their story was not what actually was going on in there. It was not. I recommend, if you're interested, go watch. If you want the most spunky of the chat communities, go watch it on Rikita. If you want a tamed but thought out cordial discourse, go watch Emily D. Baker. Go watch Natalie Lawyer Chick, I think, did some. It's all so many of the law tubes be grifted on this, and I'm trying to grift on it too because, well, why not? Everybody else is talking about it, and I can too. I can turn on my camera and kvetch to you all, humans. It was utmost chicanery and shenanigans. that the corporate media, owned by a handful of individuals with their ownership of the national and local markets, with their set talking points that you can do things our way or you can leave, mindset, mentality, practice, is just disgusting. Go watch Trailer Park Pundit. Go watch Beauty and the Boomer. Go watch Fair and Balanced, or on her YouTube, or over at, where is she now? Over at Newsnet. Go watch Farron. Or Allison Morrow. There's so many people, or Megan Fox writer, who, did she get back her YouTube? She had a copyright claim a community guidelines strike this week. Good Logic had a strike this week that fortunately got rectified. It's one of the quickest I've seen it get rectified, but he was doing a reaction to Dave Chappelle's opening monologue from Saturday Night Live of last week's Saturday Night Live, because people were saying it was anti-Semitic. So who better to share their feelings about whether they think something is anti-Semitic? An Orthodox Jew. You know, like, makes sense? Ay. And I saw it happen in live time. He was like almost at the end. The stream was unavailable. He came back to do the last like 30 seconds, and again it was, stream is unavailable. Which, I should have pulled it up and been slightly better prepared. But on his stream last night, 2 nights ago, no, it wasn't Friday, because he doesn't stream on Fridays because it's Shabbos. It must have been yesterday. At about 60 minutes in, he shares his letter that he wrote to deal with the copyright claim. And it's written in lawyerly, and it sounds like it's not legal advice, but if you need a template, his might be one to check out. Because I know as a lowly nobody, I haven't tripped anything. Well, that's not true. I have gotten copyright claims before, but I haven't gotten any copyright strikes. So the claims, I'm just like, yeah, whatever, I'm not monetized. No, but I'm not making any money off this shiz yet, so whatever. And it was music from hooping videos that whatever. We should make some more of those. We haven't done Actually, that's not true. I just uploaded one for the show that I didn't get accepted to. But I tried. I put myself out there. Tried to do something different. The only thing I was going to lose was not trying. So I didn't lose. I was a wiener. I tried. And that was a good place to get started again. But yeah, that... so much shiz. Which is why, thank you, Rumble and Locals, for all these other places to have discourse and share information. It was so cute on Friday seeing Hunley and Grobert together in Dallas for the JFK conference symposium thingermajiggers. It was cute. We were so cute together. And just such a wealth of information. Grobert is like, he is a walking, talking encyclopedia of certain topics. That's just mind-boggling. I think years of time and experience have helped craft that. But regardless, Andy's funny to boot. Yeah, why do I keep sewing this stitch wrap? This is like a triplicate blanket stitch. You do 3 on one side and then switch it and 3 on the other. I'm practicing different stitches because I can do what I want. This is my project. And since this flannel is not going to shred at the seams, I'm having the seams lay flat, except for where I had to well, they're even flat where I pieced it, but I forgot where I was going with that. But yeah, I'm just doing different ones. We did some cat stitching. We have some different ones. We have a more open work one. Oh, I'm showing these things, but I'm too far away from the camera for you guys to see. I think I'll put some more pictures up on my Instas for some close-ups. Hard part is just that it's kind of big and unwieldy. It's a little big to hold, but what's going to make it warm. Then once I do the bottom, then I'll figure out how to do the top part. Because I haven't gotten there yet. I have an idea, but that's all I've got. So the real question is whether I'm going to do it more Kirtle-like with lacings or whether I'm going to do it more Seraphan style, which is just a top band with straps. Maybe I'll just do the Seraphan. It'll be easier, and then I can practice the Kirtle top or something different. We'll see. So many ideas, so many projects. I should probably get out everything I've made this year to do, get ready for my year in review of projects, because I sewed quite a few things this year. Knitted nothing, but it's fine. I knew at the beginning of the year I have so many stuff that I've knitted, including this beautiful wraparound sleeve scarfy thingy majiggy, that I get to be selective. That, and I'm kind of running out of yarn, so I need to have to think about what I want and what I need. Actually, what I need is to find that basket that's got my other crochet hooks in it. I know exactly what the basket looks like, and it's been disappeared for months now. It used to be on the bookshelf with all of my sewing books, and it's not there, and for the life of me, I don't know where I've put it. And it's really bugging me. Guess I'll have to do some more Tony-Tonys and see if I can find it, because it's very frustrating to me. But I'm sure it'll show up. It didn't walk out of the house. It's just hiding somewhere on me. And it's doing a very good job at it. If it's in the box with my yarn, but I took that box apart because we did I don't know. It'll show up. Eventually. When I need it to. Guess I just don't need it quite yet. Okay, you're stuck. Yeah, so I basted all the pieces together, and then as I'm going along, I'm kind of undoing the basting, only so that the seams lay flat, because they're sandwiched together right now. So seamed, unseamed, unseamed, unbreaded. Okay, we're just losing our marbles today. Can't believe we're going for a car ride. I had some misadventures this morning that I am not going to talk about, but whoa, those were experiences I never thought or ever wanted to have, and hopefully will never have to replicate because it was shitty. And we're gonna leave it with that. All right, inside jokes to my brain. Ay. Problems with problems. Let's see here. Oh yeah, so going back to Good Logic, he was so excited that he finally has a YouTube partner manager, and theoretically this person's supposed to like help you if you need things or whatever. And basically the meeting was, you should start live streaming. And he was like, that's what I do. I don't think Joe pre-films very much anymore, if at all. He just does his live shows 6 nights a week. But I see where, I mean, live stream, once you're monetized, it's this monetary split from the super chats compared to Rumble rants isn't super great. However, with the super chats and Rumble rants, the creators get money more directly from the viewers, so that platform isn't so dependent on needing ad revenue for folks to have to put in ad breaks into their content. So yeah, it's like the platform gets just different revenue streams. But yeah, that was funny. It's like, she was like, you should live stream. I thought you were going to tell me something like actually helpful here. But all my folks, have you gone through your videos and turned off the automatic places notification checkbox? Because unless you want it on, in which case leave it. But you need to manually do that, and you have to go through every video every time. It's not a preset that you can click and just be like, and don't do this. So okay, did we do a and I thought I was going to do the same stitch the whole way down, but I'm mixing it up a little bit, partly because I didn't. What is this, the antique hem seam, and just, I don't know, just wasn't that pretty. This is a different 3-stitch version that kind of looks like birds. It reminds me of birds' feet. So, and here's the more open work one. Yep, using thread from my grandma, and hasn't fallen apart on me yet, so good. Oh, we're gonna miss Viva and Barnes because we're gonna go for a drive to go pick up a sewing machine. Oh my god! I was talking with my family yesterday. I was like, I'm starting to feel like a sewing machine hoarder because this will be 3. But then my auntie was like, well, I have 4 plus a serger and an overlocker, and I was like, okay, I'm not that bad. We're still in the realm of acceptable numbers of sewing machines, Dave. have in one house. Oh, I know, I hear you in the back. You only really need one. I know, but my baby lock is different. My Kenmore is different. And you never know when you need a nice, quiet hand turn machine. So, Yeah, come back here. I know, I tried to look and see what this thread is off the cone, but the label's gone. But I liked it because it was not as, I don't know, I just liked this one. And I like the contrast of the white thread against the green. It looks so festive. Oh, and of course I put the camera so that you can't see that I started hanging up more snowflakes because I'm trying to whistle up a winter around here. Not a buffalo winter though. Hell no. I don't need 7 feet of snow. Nope, no thanks. That's about 6 feet too many. I know, replay crew, we heart you. What are you working on? Let me know in the downstairs. Are you having a good day, week? I know, I'm so glad that the Darrell Brooks stuff is kind of taking a back seat. That was painful. Painful, I tell you. Oh, man. I'm sleepy, but I don't really want or need more coffee. But in my brain, it sounds good, but my tummy's like, yeah, you don't really need it. This is the same like I was doing on the other one, but it's a set of 2 blanket stitches, and then you switch to the opposite side and rinse and repeat. I know, I apologize for anybody who was waiting that I didn't do a stream yesterday for the sewing manual show. Because you need their fancy tool, I was going back and forth about whether to finish going through that book or whether we should start a different one. So, somebody wants me to continue. Could you just drop me a note and let me know? I should have posted on my community tab. Now that YouTube gave me a community tab, I'm forgetting to use all the things to market myself. Well, we'll do better. But we started a new book. Was it this week? It's the Dispossessed by Ursula K. Guin. It's fascinating. Old book from the 70s, but so much of it is, so many of the concepts and motifs are kind of applicable for today. Just definitely the sign of a good story. And did I hear, is it true that they're going to make a movie out of works from Octavia Butler? That would be, oh my god, her books are so good. So good. If you haven't read her, you should. Even, oh, why, hello, Loki. Who's got your goat? Who's got your goat out there? Oh, you got the squirrel in your sights. Hello, squirrel. Hello, Rocky and Bullwinkle. Come to my face, little squirrel. There's a stalker in the house. There's a stalker. There's a stalker in the house, little stalker. He is watching and the squirrels with their floofy, floofy tails. Loki is the stalker in my house. Well, we have gone off the deep end today. Oh, good, because that's one of our mottos. You can't laugh at others unless you're laughing at yourself. Who is texting me? The snow update. 77 inches at the Buffalo Bills Stadium. And people were like, what do you mean you're not going to play the game there? Like, where do you put, if you can't just, it's an open stadium. The seats are covered. There's nowhere to like clean out and put that much snow. They can't just truck it up to the Niagara River and dump it in. And I prefer not to have snow taller than I am. Actually, I prefer, well, yeah, we're just going to go with there. Loki Fluffy. He's getting, if the window, he wants to like plow through the window to get to the squirrely. So much silliness in my house. Yeah, what are people doing? Are they going to have a Friendsgiving, a feasting of the faces this week? What are you going to feast your faces on? I see a turkey pho in my future. Oh, God, I'm making myself hungry. And that's not a good idea right now. Because I'm not eating until later. Or just because. Why do I keep trying to screw this thing up? Oh, I know what I'm saying. I made this poof. What is this? The closet core poof pattern? It really is ginormous. And I stuffed it full of scrappity scraps and waddle and pieces that are too little to be about, but too big for me to be ready to let go of. So I stuffed them in my poof. And now I have another place to sit. Unfortunately, Loki's been behaved around it, so that's also a plus. Not so much with my fabric tote that has been sitting nicely, but Loki's a Loki. He got his name honestly. Okay, let's get to the end of this thread. Be quiet, stomach. Your opinions are not going to be dealt with at this point in time. You know, the leaves are falling, the gutters need to be cleaned. All these things from the autumn times. How's it like the end of November already? Like, seriously. We've been streaming for 10 months now. We need to just keep upping our game. Slowly but surely. I think this is our 128th video. So we are coming along. Oh man. Sticky, sticky. It's so weird. I don't usually take out my basting threads, but on this project, like, I literally have to for it to lay right. Well, it's fine. Everything's fine. Oh. Stitchy, stitchy, stitchy. Okay. So we'll see. Maybe I don't know what we're going to be working on next week. I have so many things to cut and prepare and plannings. Eventually, I'll start making clothes. Well, this Serafian Serafian/Kirtley thing is technically an overdress. So we have slightly moved out of the realm of historic underwear. Probably not completely yet because I do need another corset because I busted through the other one and left myself with a giant bruise on my leg that it took a couple days to get up where the metal bone had popped through and was like digging into my leg. Yeah, that was no fun. Did I take it off? Not until I was ready to. It's so comfortable and it just holds you in so nice. I need a corset for everyday corsets. There's also why I'm excited for these new stays. I feel more comfortable in old-fashioned underwear, and I didn't know because I didn't have any to wear. That's not true. Well, I am just rambling like a ramble on right now. I know, and all the shenanigans still from people are like, but Kira like won't concede. Well, the person who's in charge of elections shouldn't be running for governor at the same time without recusing themselves or I saw so many people that I know like say horrible things. It's just crazy how the mainstream media is just trying to keep us divided in our feelings and their talking points rather than us folks be able to come together and we're like we have more similar viewpoints than different. How can we like come together? It's like divide and conquer, divide and conquer. If you are too busy infighting, then you don't have the capacity to see that your neighbors are not your enemies. It's the corporations and big media is your enemies. Folks are too busy being caught up in their feels to see. So get out of your feels this week and see and listen. Because what is it? You have 2 ears and 2 eyes, but only 1 mouth. So you're supposed to spend more time looking and listening and less time talking. So let that be a goal for the week. Look and listen and talk when you need to, but don't be the first one to talk. Everybody likes to do their talking, but listen to somebody else's story for a period of time this week. And see how that feels. Maybe we'll do an extra Thursday live stream this week. Maybe we'll stream Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this week, because why not? We'll see. We're around on the infowebs. If you like this streaming software, go check out the link in the downstairs for wave.video. Check out my Rumble link. There's a code for there also. And some other stuffs. All right, I'm running out of stuff. So don't wait until tomorrow when you can be fabulous today. And don't laugh at others unless you've laughed at yourself. And bye. Why didn't it?